Right now, the top of your head is aging faster than your feet. That is not a metaphor. It has been measured by the most precise machines humans have ever built. And it gets stranger. Your GPS would break in a single day without fixing this. An astronaut came home younger than his twin brother. Welcome to the real story of time. By the end of this video, you will never trust a clock the same way again. We all grow up with the same picture. Time is a river. One river flowing at one speed, the same for kings, for dogs, and for physicists. Your calendar believes it. Your alarm clock believes it. Your whole life is scheduled on the assumption that 1 second is 1 second. Everywhere, for everyone. In 1905, a 26-year-old clerk in a Swiss patent office looked at that assumption and quietly tore it apart. Albert Einstein realized that time and speed are connected. The faster you move, the slower your time flows. Not feels, flows. 10 years later, in 1915, he went further. Gravity also bends time. The closer you are to something heavy like a planet, the slower your clock ticks. Which means Earth itself is dragging on your time. Every floor you climb away from it, time loosens its grip. Just a little. For half a century, this stayed beautiful mathematics that nobody could touch. Then, in 1971, someone bought airplane tickets for clocks. Why does this happen? Einstein started from one stubborn fact. The speed of light is the same for everyone, always, no matter how you move. And if light refuses to change, something else has to give way. That something turned out to be time itself. It stretches, so light can keep its promise. October 1971. Physicist Joseph Hafele and astronomer Richard Keating walk into an airport with 4 atomic clocks and book them their own passenger seats. The clocks flew around the world on ordinary commercial flights, first eastward, then westward, like tourists, heavy, humming million-dollar tourists. Imagine that check-in conversation. Any luggage? No, the passenger is the luggage, and it ticks. The flight attendants reportedly served it like any other passenger. Back home, they compared them with the reference clocks at the U.S. Naval Observatory. The eastbound clocks had lost 59 nanoseconds. The westbound clocks had gained 273. Time itself had bent on a scheduled passenger flight, almost exactly as Einstein predicted. The river was officially dead. Fast forward to 2010. The American Standards Institute, NIST, built clocks based on a single aluminum ion vibrating a million billion times per second. How precise is that? These clocks lose 1 second every 3.7 billion years. With 2 of these clocks running side by side, scientists lifted one of them just 33 centimeters, 1 step of a staircase, and the clocks disagreed. Higher clock, faster time. 1 stair step is enough. The official press release was literally titled, "Your head is older than your feet." The same team also nudged 1 clock into motion at less than 10 meters per second. Bicycle speed. The moving clock immediately fell behind. So technically, every bike ride makes you age a little slower. Cheapest anti-aging product on the market. Results may vary by nanoseconds. In 2020, Japanese physicists took the experiment outside. 2 ultra-precise clocks, one at the base of the Tokyo Skytree tower, one on the observation deck, 450 meters up. The result, up on the deck, time runs about 4 nanoseconds a day faster. Exactly the number Einstein's equations demand. So yes, a penthouse really does age faster than the ground floor. Sky view plus bonus time. Now some of you are thinking, nanoseconds. Seriously, I lose more time looking for my keys. Fair point. For your body, this is nothing. A whole life spent in a skyscraper would add a fraction of a millisecond. Not a single wrinkle will notice. But your technologies leave on a completely different scale. And they noticed this problem a long time ago. 20,000 kilometers above your head flies a fleet of GPS satellites. Weak gravity up there makes their clocks run fast. Their enormous speed slows them down a little. Your phone finds you by listening to those satellites shout their exact time. From the tiny delays between voices, it works out how far away each one is and where you must be. The entire system is built from clocks. Net result, satellite clocks gain 38 microseconds every single day. Sounds tiny. Navigation is time multiplied by the speed of light. 38 microseconds becomes more than 10 kilometers of error per day. Without the correction, your map would place you in a different city by the end of the week. So engineers slow the satellite clocks down at the factory on purpose. And GPS time quietly runs much more than maps. Planes navigate by it, ships cross oceans by it, banks stamp transactions by it. A nanosecond error somewhere is real money everywhere. So every time your phone finds you on a map, relativity has just worked for you. For free. You are welcome, says Einstein. And then there are the Kelly brothers, Mark and Scott, identical twins, both NASA astronauts. Science could not have designed a better experiment if it tried. In 2015, Scott left for the International Space Station and spent 340 days circling Earth at 28,000 kilometers per hour. 28,000 kilometers per hour means crossing the entire United States in about 10 minutes. Sunrise every 90 minutes, 16 mornings a day. When he landed, he was about 5 milliseconds younger than his twin. Mark's official comment, "I used to be 6 minutes older. Now I am 6 minutes and 5 milliseconds older." The twin paradox tested on actual twins. Bonus detail. In orbit, Scott temporarily grew about 5 centimeters taller, spine stretched without gravity pressing down. Earth took the centimeters back within days. The milliseconds he keeps. NASA studied everything about the brothers' genes, eyes, blood. But the cleanest, most certain result was the simplest one, the clock. All of this raises an awkward question. If time bends, what exactly is a second? Since 1967, humanity stopped trusting the spinning Earth and handed the job to an atom. 1 second is exactly 9,192,631,770 vibrations of a cesium atom. The Earth wobbles and slows down. The atom does not. Your phone, your bank, your flights, everything now sails on an ocean of atomic ticks. And clocks keep getting sharper. The newest ones can feel the height difference of a single centimeter, measuring mountains not with rulers, but with time itself. Earthquake zones, hidden magma, melting ice, one day we may watch them all through ticking. Time is becoming a sensor for the planet. One more for the road. In 2016, physicists calculated that the center of our planet, squeezed by all that gravity, has been living slower since the day Earth formed. Added up over 4.5 billion years. And the core of the Earth is about 2.5 years younger than the ground you stand on. Richard Feynman once guessed the difference was a day or two. He was off by a factor of hundreds and still made the point. Even planets do not age evenly. So time is not a river. It is a landscape. It runs slow in the valleys, near heavy things, and faster on the peaks. You cannot stop it. You cannot save it for later. But where you stand, how high, how fast quietly changes how much of it you get. Nanoseconds for you, kilometers for your map, milliseconds for an astronaut. The effect is real, only the scale is shy. Want to outlive everyone? Technically, move to a basement. You will win nanoseconds and lose all your windows. We made a whole video about why that is a bad trade. So next time someone says time is the same for everyone, look down at your feet. They are younger than your head. Time does not just pass, it passes differently for everyone. And if your head now feels a little older than your feet, perfect. That means it worked. Subscribe for more tiny truths that quietly bend the way you see the world, and I will see you in the next story. Until then, make your seconds count.